Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, we want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rachak Kodash, the bonds of the apostles, Elder Millstone, hopefully like teach more Serdi, and Balachayaba. And man, I'm gonna get straight right into it. So, yeah, it's an article. I seen, a few brothers already did it. I checked out a few brothers' lessons, man. I want to get into it myself. It says, this article right here, it says something is making the earth spin faster and days shorter. It says over the last couple of years, time has felt more nebulous than ever. You be forgiven thinking that days are passing by at an increasingly faster clip. According to scientists, that perspective is not wrong. On June 29th, midnight arrived 1.59 milliseconds sooner than expected. It was the shortest day in over half a century. At least scientists started tracking the pace of the Earth's rotation with atomic clocks. At least since scientists started tracking the pace of the Earth's rotation with atomic clocks in the 1960s. Then it says there wasn't a one-off occurrence either. In 2020, the planet saw what were, at the time, 28 shortest days in recorded history. And just last week, on July 26th, the day lasted 1.5 milliseconds less than usual. Since 2016, the Earth started to accelerate. Leonid Sotov, a researcher at Moscow State University, told CBS News this year rotates quicker than in 2021 and 2020. Yeah, funny thing is, Esau was saying eventually, the Earth will stop. Basically the Earth, he has this theory or whatever, that Earth will eventually stop after, I don't know if it's like a couple billion years. He claims the Earth will stop rotating. So that's funny, man, because now the Earth's trying to speed up. Showing you that a lot of this science, whatever, is just, what's the word? Basically, a lot of it is just lies, man. So it says days have become much longer since Earth's formation. As the Guardian notes, around 1.4 billion years ago, a rotation of the Earth took less than 19 hours. Yeah. And it's funny because a lot of these scientists, they probably claim themselves to be Christians. Probably not all of them, but, some of them. You got Christian scientists out there, but they still believe in the Big Bang Theory, which completely contradicts, which completely factors out the Most High, the scriptures, the Bible. So it says days have gotten longer by, on average, around 1/74,000th of a second each year, but the planet's rotation can fluctuate on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, man, showing you that something's in control of this Earth's formation. Because I was watching the brother Amathba, over here in the Philly camp. He did a video as well, and in the article it said scientists don't know why this is happening. So something has to be controlling this Earth's, for the Earth to be spinning faster, for time to be flying by way faster than it was before. And to prove that what's doing it, let's go to Matthew 24:14. It says, "In this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations." Yeah, you see us brothers, the men of the Lord out there, from the apostles of Great Millstone and elders on down. to the like-minded brothers, with the same doctrine as Great Millstone. We've been preaching to you, man. Or even started from Abba Bivens, man, on down, man. We've been preaching to you this, the gospel. And ever since, Abba Bivens been in the scene, man, prophecy has been flying by. Yeah, so it says, in this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. Then shall the end come. And you see that, man, we've been preaching to you this gospel. Of course, time for the apostles of Great Millstone on down. We've been teaching to you, man, this gospel, man, and what the end is coming faster and faster. We see that we're basically the Lord has sped things up. More and more prophecies are being fulfilled. Again, like these rumors of wars and all that, famines, pestilences. It's just a lot of shit going down, man. Just look on the news and you see how a lot of things are happening. So it says, skipping down, getting to the point, Matthew 24:22, it says, and except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Yeah, so, since we're still the Israelites, since we're still in, captivity, Esau's trying to, take us down. Esau's, going like a madman, destroying the whole earth. You know what I'm saying? Polluting the whole earth. If the Lord didn't cut down, shorten the time, then, hey, eventually no flesh will be saved, man. Because this dude trying to make everybody into, cyborgs and robots for all this, advancements, in technology or whatever. We're seeing how he's polluting the foods. He's completely destroying the earth, polluting it. You see all this trash in the oceans, man. Cutting down, he doing mass deforestation. Hey, man, if this time wasn't shortened, man, if this devil's rulership wasn't shortened by the Lord, hey, then no flesh will be saved at the end of the day. So that's why the Lord's speeding things up. So it shows you that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is the one speeding these things up. The scripture right here. And then even Mark 13:20, it says, and except the Lord has shortened those days, no flesh shall be saved. But for the elect's sake, whom he hath chosen, he hath shortened the days. Boom, he hath shortened the days. So going back to this article, it says something is making the earth spin faster and days shorter. Yeah, that something is the Lord, man. The Most High is doing that. Proven by this scripture. So yeah, exactly, man. That something is the Most High letting things speed up. And then it says, going on the article. Well, before we move on, I was looking at some of the comments, man, that on this article, you got some Christians, posting this, whatever. Or, you got some Christians, they actually brought out Matthew 24:22. Look, like this comment said, it's called prophecy and the day shall be shortened. Well, I mean, it's, who knows if they're Christians or not, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of these, I bet you a lot of these are Christians, so-called Christians that are on this comment board. It says, it's called prophecy and the day shall be shortened. They know this and they are taking many souls as they can, or whatever. But you gotta ask yourself, who's the days be shortening for? You know, because these Christians bring out these prophecies, but they don't bring it out who it's actually for. You know, they like to generalize everything. If we go back to Matthew 24 and 22, it says, well, for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So I wonder why they leave that. You know, they never acknowledge that part, that the Lord has an elect. You might ask, okay, well, who's the elect? Who's the elect then? Well, going to Isaiah 45:4, it says, for Jacob, my servant's sake, Israel, mine elect. I have called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. Exactly. So point is, Israel, mine elect. The Lord chose Israel to be his elect. But more importantly, of course, you have elect within the elect nation of, which is Israel. You know, you have elect within the nation of Israel. Because the Lord isn't going to save every Israelite. But point is, man, the Lord's showing in time for the elect's sake. You know, not for you know, these wicked people out here. But yeah. So it says, going on in the article, it says, scientists believe that there are a number of factors that may impact the Earth's rotation, including earthquakes, stronger winds in El Nino years, ice caps melting and refreezing, the moon, and the climate. Some have suggested the so-called Chandler wobble might have an effect on rotation too. That phenomenon is a small, irregular deviation in the Earth's points of rotation relative to the solid Earth, as USA Today puts it. So yeah, funny thing is, man, you know, they give you all these factors, but they completely factor out, you know, a divine power, you know, a divine, you know, power, man, that, you know, they completely take out that factor, man, of a divine power that controls this. And that's okay, because what? It even says in scriptures, the Lord, the Most High is in any of their thoughts. So, because remember, you got to remember, Esau got a carnal mind. You know, he look at everything carnally. It says in scriptures how the Lord isn't in any of his thoughts. So, you know, he completely thinks everything carnally, you know. To even bring that up. Yeah, exactly. Psalm 10:4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not, or the Most High not in all his thoughts. Exactly. It's not in all his thoughts. So there's no divine power, you know, in this dude's thoughts, man. You know. He believes himself to be. So this is real quick, 2 Esdras 4:37. By measure he hath measured the times, and by number he hath numbered the times. He doth not move them, or move nor stir them, until the said measure be fulfilled. Exactly. So this shows you, this precept right here shows you that the Lord is the one who controls the times, man. You know. until one prophecy is fulfilled, basically the rest won't come until one prophecy is fulfilled first. You know, but yeah, basically that scripture shows you that the Lord is the one who controls the times, man. So yeah, says so the article to bring out that headline, it says something is making the earth spin faster and the days shorter. Yeah, that something is the Lord, man. The Most High is doing that. Showing it in time for the elect's sake. Keyword the elect, which are the elect of the nation of Israel. The prophets and the men of the Lord, and the elect women and children, and the rest of the men. So yeah, just want to bring that up real quick. Lord willing, brothers out there edified. Yahweh Bashem Yashai, Brakathum, Shalom.